Previously, in Breaking Point.
Aidan, please tell us, how does it feel to be on the verge of getting behind the wheel for your very first race?
I feel like a little kid. I look around and I'm surrounded by my heroes.
And tell me about Casper Ackerman. How is that relationship coming along?
It wasn't my fault.
Well, whose fault was it then?
He tried to stop them from signing you. Didn't want to play babysitter. We all feel sorry for you, mate. You never stood a chance with him.
I had a call this morning from Christian Horner. You're being watched.
You know what his problem is, don't you? Thinks you're getting too old.
You want respect, you give respect! That's how it works!
How about you give me a little respect?
How about you earn it first? I'm done.
You're what?
I'm retiring.
Why didn't it work out between you two?
He's on more money than me.
What? He didn't want me on the team.
Didn't I? And you thought I was past my best?
So none of this is true?
There's always gossip in the paddock. And ever since he's arrived, there's been one man at the center of it all. I want us to push for fourth. I want us to beat Butler. And I want that seat to go to you.
So Alfa Romeo potentially on track to really upset AlphaTauri here. Butler's closing in on Ackerman. Down the inside he goes, and they've hit each other. Butler into the barrier, and that looks to be the end of the race for him. The Dutchman looks to be continuing and...
It's great to see him still in this fight, Crofty.
Got the third, Aidan. What about Casper?
We let Aiden pass?
Let Aidan pass.
We did it.
We did it. Have you seen the crash yet?
Butler's okay?
Bruised ego, perhaps.
What was it like bringing a brand new team to the F1 grid?
You know, the first time you see a car, your car, with your branding, your name on it, in an official race, alongside Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, that's what it's all about.
You make it sound like a dream come true.
If only.
When did you first get a sense of what was in store for Connor Sport?
2022 season, straight out of the box. The drivers were always going to clash. That was a calculated risk. But the car had problems.
We're midway through the Miami Grand Prix. It's been a cracking race so far, and it's all up for grabs.
Absolutely, Crofty. Some fantastic driving here today, especially, I have to say, from Aiden Jackson. I don't think I've ever seen the Connor Sport car being put through its paces quite like this.
This is a team, Connor Sport, that have got a lot to prove this season, but Jackson might just be the man to do it.
Okay, Aidan, nice job so far. Let's try and bring that gap down to the car ahead if you can. Copy that. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. P13, currently in P13. That's Schumacher just ahead, push for the position. And gap to the car in front is 1.9 seconds. They're on old mediums. Sonoda behind. They're on old mediums. Okay, gap to leader, 30.4 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Got 11, that's 11th place. Lando ahead. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 1.0 seconds. They're on old mediums. That's Alonso behind. Okay, the gap behind is 1.1 seconds. They're on old mediums. The distance to the leader is 24.5 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, so the car ahead's come in and fixed the soft tyre. Nice move, good job. Gap to your teammate behind is 4.0 seconds. You're sat in P8, well done. It's Hamilton ahead. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. Ocon behind. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh softs. Okay, so gap to the leader is 19.4 seconds. Look after these tyres now. You want to finish the race on this compound. All right, 6 laps to go now. P6, you've got P6. Gasly's ahead of you. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.0 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Perez is behind you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Our gap to first place is 19.8 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, just 5 laps until the end. Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left. I'm losing power! Why am I losing power? Copy that, we see it, we're looking into it. Okay, I'm afraid you're going to have to retire the car, please, Aidan. Retire the car. You're joking! I'm sorry, Aidan. Pull over now, please. Pull over now. This is getting ridiculous.
And that's agonising for Jackson. Just a few laps left to go, and he's out of the Miami Grand Prix.
With every race, the car looks like a constant problem for Connor Sport. It must be devastating for the drivers.
Confirmation as the car comes to a halt. The Connor Sport's Aiden Jackson won't be seeing the checkered flag today, but it looks like his teammate will. Jackson's DNF puts Devon Butler in a position where he might just be able to secure some points for Connor Sport.
Aidan's out. Yep, engine problem, I'm afraid.
Good job you got me.
All right, Devon, don't push it too hard. We cannot risk losing both cars here.
It's in the bag, mate.
All okay, Aidan?
Yeah, how's Devon doing?
Yeah, he's doing all right, mate. He looks like he's going to bring home some points for the team.
Good for him.
If it's not one thing, then it's another. Did you not see what happened out there today?
Aiden, I agree with you 100%. We are doing everything we can. I know the car is not perfect, but...
Andreo, it's every race. Do you know how I look losing easy points like this?
Knock, knock. Sounds like there's a right show going on in here. What am I missing?
Not now, Devon.
Aiden and I were just discussing issues with the car.
Again? I thought that was all in hand. I had no problems today. Smooth. You know what they say? A shoddy workman always blames his tools. mate. You can look at my setup data anytime you want. I've told you that. It might help.
And I've told you before, it's not a setup issue. The problem is...
Jackson, that was the problem with the 2022 season. Ask anyone. I mean, at the end of 21, everyone thought Aiden was going to be signed by one of the big three. But guess they couldn't reach an agreement, so we both signed for Connor Sport.
And do you think that affected Aidan?
That's no secret. Now, for that 22 season, Jackson was a nightmare.
Into turn 2 we go now. Butler comes out of the pit lane. Jackson is right there with him. This is dicey, Ant. Neither one of these two wants to give way.
This would have been a lot cleaner if Jackson had just let him go. He's just not giving him an inch.
They continue onwards, still wheel to wheel, almost touching there as well, as we head down the straight towards the next chicane. Nothing to separate either car, and through the chicane we go. And now Jackson sends them both off the track, and Butler over a curb. That looked nasty.
And I do believe that one of their cars is damaged here, Crofty. I think it's Butler.
Damage, Ant, but also they've lost places too.
Unbelievable and totally unnecessary as well.
Well, one damaged car, places now to make up. What a complete mess that was.
What was that? Where did he even think he was going to go?
Okay, calm yourself down. We'll look at it in the debrief later, but right now I want you to go and get those places back. Come on, let's go. You're in P17, P17. It's Schumacher ahead of you. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. Devon's behind you now. They're on old mediums. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, 7 laps to go. you've got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by, 1.6 seconds. That's just 5 laps of fuel remaining. Albon just ahead, push for that position. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. Ocon's behind you, our gap behind is 1.4 seconds. They're on old mediums. Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, just 5 laps until the end. Yellow flag. Okay, clear. Currently P11, currently P11. Zhu ahead. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 1.4 seconds. They're on old mediums. Norris is behind you. Less than a second separates you. They're on old mediums. Okay, gap to leader, 16.7 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Come on, just 3 laps to go. 3 laps. Okay, good work. Great pass. You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up. We've only got 2 laps of fuel left. And that's us in 10th position. Stroll ahead. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, shoes behind you now. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 1.2 seconds. They're on old mediums. The distance to the leader is 15.1 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 12.9 seconds. Our gap to the car in front is 1.8 seconds.
Bravo Carlos.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
So it's been a day of drama here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve today. But Ant, what stood out for you?
Well, it must be the Connor Sport moment between the two drivers there, banging wheels, not giving each other room on track. It was entertaining, of course, but definitely for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, we enjoyed it, certainly. And Aiden Jackson, well, he'd have enjoyed the result. He did well to recover.
He did do well to recover, but, you know, you never want to see 2 cars, if you're the team boss, seeing 2 cars hit each other. It's rule number 1, don't hit your teammate.
Given all the problems they've had this season, though, getting 1 car over the finish line, that's probably a big result for them today.
Hey there, can you raise that lamp about 6 inches, right? Excellent. A butler should always look sharp. So.
At what point in the 22 season was it clear to you that the team was struggling?
Oh, well, right after the Hungarian GP. I may only be the money, but even to me it was obvious. The whole thing was a shambles.
Yet again, Connor Sports Jackson and Butler battling it out on track. It seems as
Hang
if
on
they...
2 seconds, Nat.
Okay, Devon, Aidan's lapping faster than you. I need you to let him pass, please. Devon, do you copy? Listen to me, I need you to let Aidan pass now.
Butler just completely blanking the order there. Seems like he didn't even acknowledge it.
Too true, but as you can see, no way through for Jackson. No way at all. This Connor Sport rivalry is getting heated on the track here in Hungary.
Come on, this is a joke! We got P16. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Gasly's behind you. Okay, push, push. Gap to the car behind. 4.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Look after these tyres now. You want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, car behind trailing us. 5.1 seconds. And you've got P13. It's Ricciardo ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 2.2 seconds. They're on old mediums. That's Albon behind you. Okay, so gap to the leader is 30.7 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. All right, 6 laps to go now. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left. Got 11th, that's 11th place. Ocon is ahead of you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. Alonso behind you now. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Our gap to first place is 26.3 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, just 5 laps until the end. Excellent, that's P10. You're into the points. Tyre condition still looking good. Okay, gap to the car behind. 1.9 seconds. Gap to your teammate behind is 4.4 seconds. The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:21.9. We don't currently have the data for that request. Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. You're in the top 10 now, keep it up. That's 8th place, you're in 8th place. Bottas ahead. Less than a second separates you. They're on old mediums. Norris behind. They're on old mediums. Okay, gap to leader, 0.2 seconds. Look after these tyres now, you want to finish the race on this compound. 2 laps left, next time by will be your final lap. Keep pushing, we need to reduce the 5-second gap to the car ahead. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Well done, mate.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
So Nats, who else out there deserves a mention today?
Well, I feel like there are a couple, but let's start with Aiden Jackson.
Couldn't agree more. Jackson had a brilliant race, didn't he?
Yeah, we know Connor Sport have struggled all season. Jackson's done really well today, and that's in spite of the problems with his own teammate.
Even before they became teammates, these two had their fair share of run-ins. It's a fascinating rivalry. You can't take your eyes off it for one moment. But nonetheless, some much-needed points today for Connor Sport.
Well, a good race out there again today, Aidan. But what we do all want to know, what exactly happened with Devon? It sounded like he completely ignored a direct team order.
I've no clue about that, Natalie. We're completely different strategies. That'd be for Devon to answer. I'm just focused on what I need to do.
Well, he did certainly seem to cause you some trouble out there today. And after that, and what happened in Canada, what would you say to those wondering if the old Jackson-Butler rivalry is well and truly back?
I think the press takes this rivalry more seriously than we do. We're bound to get in each other's way. We get a bit annoyed here and there, but neither of us really bears a grudge. Whatever happens, we move on and we focus on the next race.
So issues with Devon aside, how do you feel it went out there today? Do you think the team will be pleased with your performance?
It was a good result, for sure. But to be honest, Natalie, there's always room for improvement. I'll be studying all of the race footage and looking for new opportunities. The team will be doing the same with the car, I'm sure.
So you mentioned the car there. In that regard, Connor Sport's not had the easiest of times so far this season. Has that all been sorted? Are those reliability concerns well and truly behind you?
I hope so. I mean, today was good. Yeah, there was no issues with the car. It's always difficult when a driver brings everything they've got and the car lets them down at the last minute. But, you know, I've been told the team has got it all under control, so yeah, we'll see what happens in the next few races.
Well, thank you for chatting with us. Great to have your time.
Okay, I'll leave that in your capable hands. Devon, you had a problem with a team order today?
Didn't happen.
What?
Look, I know everyone's saying I ignored it, but it didn't happen. I never got the order. Check the comms.
Shoddy workman always blames his tools, eh?
Check the comms.
Okay, we checked the communication pipeline. Fix it. This cannot happen again.
Typical.
Aidan, listen.
What's the point?
It's just Devon being Devon.
And what? That makes it okay? He's an arrogant...
No, you're right to call him out. But imagine if we didn't give him certain freedoms. He'd be even harder to manage. As his father, I know. Aidan, you're the best driver that we have. And it's right for you to put Devon in his place. He needs it. The team needs it.
Thanks. Between you and me, I don't think this team is right for me. I think...
Honestly, we don't deserve you. And I know that you've been discussed at other teams, so just keep doing what you're doing.
Sure. I'm sorry if I've spoken out of turn. About Devon.
Not at all. You know the best way to keep Devon in his place?
What's that?
Beat him.
So what about Callie Mayer? Was she on your radar at this point?
Of course. She was making big waves in F2. And Ackerman would not shut up about her.
Here's our race leader, Callie Mayer. She has been blisteringly fast around Zandvoort here today.
And look at that! She's going into pit!
Interesting strategy they've decided on there. She has been lapping at rapid pace, but is this the right call?
Yeah, it's a bold move, for sure. Looks crazy to me, but let's find out.
Here she goes then, on brand new tyres. The rest of the field still sticking with their original set. Where exactly does Callie Mayer come out? Let's see.
Okay, Callie, let's go. We're going to leave it to you. You know what to do. Come on.
Copy that. I'm on it.
Okay, we're sat in P12 now. Doohan's ahead of you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Dragovic is behind you now. Leading the car behind by 2.1 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. The distance to the leader is 15.2 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. And that's 8 laps to go. Okay, good work. Great pass. P10. Deruvula ahead, and gap to the car in front is 1.1 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Nissani behind. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, so gap to the leader is 12.7 seconds. Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, just 5 laps until the end. Leading our teammate by 13.2 seconds. Sat in P8, well done. That's Pourchaire just ahead. Come on, let's get him. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 1.4 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. And Fittipaldi's behind you. And the gap behind us is 1.5 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Our gap to first place is 9.8 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Caution. You're in 4th position. Hauger's ahead of you. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.6 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Sargent's behind you. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, gap to leader, 4.2 seconds. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. final lap. Brilliant, nice move, keep going.
Callie Mayer, take a bow. What a masterclass to finish first here in the Netherlands. It was such an unlikely strategy from Mayer, but she and the team have made a success of it. What a race, what a performance, what a genuine joy to watch.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be Trident picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for coming out on top in that amazing race.
Callie, what do you put your success down to this season?
Oh, I'd say probably my speed.
In what way?
I find lapping faster than everyone else really, really helps. Casper.
No.
Seriously though, I have a great team around me, and this guy, more than anyone else, has been pretty useful to have around. Casper, what are you shy? Come up here.
Yes, okay.
And Callie says you've been a factor this season, Casper.
I'm not the one driving.
Didn't agree with my tyre strategy though.
This one has no respect for her elders.
But can you give us more detail as to the exact role that you're playing, Casper?
None whatsoever. It's all about her.
He's probably right, to be fair.
So, were you already in touch with Casper Ackerman at that point?
Ackerman and I go way back.
Okay, mate, I need you to push before the pit window opens. Push.
On it.
You're currently in P10. Okay, Sainz is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 2.5 seconds. They're on old mediums. Sonoda behind. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Our gap to first place is 49.6 seconds. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 9 laps to go. now, keep it up. Our gap behind is 2.5 seconds. P9, you're running P9, keep going. Bottas is ahead of you now. Okay, gap ahead is 1.3 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, Sainz is behind you. They're on old mediums. Okay, gap to leader, 40.2 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. And that's 8 laps to go.
Another pit stop here at Suzuka. This time it's Aiden Jackson coming in. He's been making steady progress today, and Connor Sport need him to. They desperately need some results, and they could do without this. And look, there's chaos in that garage.
Absolutely, only 3 wheels on the car at the moment, Crofty. Aiden Jackson looks on in despair. Here comes that spare wheel now.
That's a long, long time to wait, just sat in the cockpit. What is going on down at Connor Sport?
Well, the tyre is finally out of the garage and on the car, and Aiden Jackson's back out in the race, but it's a long time in the pit, and that will cost them dearly.
What was that? How many places did I lose? Okay, try not to worry about that, Aidan. Just focus on the race, get your head down, and let's put it back. I'm sick of this! And you've got P13, P13. Norris just ahead, push for the position, and gap to the car in front is 2.4 seconds. Alonso behind you now. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 7.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. The distance to the leader is 23.8 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, 7 laps to go. Currently trailing our teammate by 8.0 seconds. Nice move, good job. Currently P11, currently P11. Tsunoda ahead. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 1.3 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Gasly behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. Okay, so gap to the leader is 22.1 seconds. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, just 5 laps until the end. That's 8th place, you're in 8th place. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.9 seconds. They're on old mediums. Bottas is behind you. Okay, they're on old softs. Our gap to first place is 20.6 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. 4 laps remaining. And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, information on sites. They seem to have an issue. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 4.0 seconds. Okay, good work. Great pass. Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. We're currently sat in 6th. Hamilton's ahead of you. OK, gap to the car ahead is 1.1 seconds. They're on old mediums. Ocon behind. Less than a second separates you. OK, they're on old hard tyres. OK, gap to leader, 17.0 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. You're increasing the gap to the car behind by a few seconds per lap. Keep it up. Our gap to the car in front is 2.0 seconds.
Oh, nice race.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Well, it's still too close to call at the top of the table. Meanwhile, at the other end, you can really understand Aiden Jackson's frustrations today.
Yeah, they've had car problems all season long, Crofty. They've had a bad mix-up in the garage today. Connor Sport won't be proud of that one.
And Connor Sport won't be proud of that. It's the longest pit stop we've had this season. Not the sort of record any team wants to set.
Well, Aidan, I'm sure you already know what I'm going to ask. That pit stop looked like a nightmare. So what on earth happened today?
I guess the truth is, Natalie, the only thing I can focus on is my driving. There was clearly a problem out there today, and I'm sure we'll find out what happened. Next question?
Well, there is a lot of talk on social media about whether Devon is actually getting preferential treatment by the team. So, do you think, is there any truth to that, or is it an unfair assumption?
It's a good question. Davidoff Butler may be funding the team, but he's a good man. He works hard to make sure that everyone's equal, so no, I don't think so.
Well, Aidan, the list seems to get longer. Car reliability, you and Devon bumping wheels, and now issues in the pit lane. Huge mounting problems at Connor Sport. Has there been any talk at all about what the team might do next season, considering that you and Devon just don't seem to get along?
Yeah, I've been thinking about next season, but who knows what the future will bring. At the moment, it's all about Connor Sport and bringing in as many points as I can.
And finally, I've got to ask you about this. It has been reported that Mercedes have agreed a deal for George Russell to play a small part in the latest Throttle Zone movie. What do you make of that?
Yeah, what's all that about? I mean, good luck to him and all, but it's not something that I personally find exciting, so I hope everyone enjoys the film.
That's great, thank you.
You saw it, right? The pit stop? How am I supposed to deal with that? I know. I want a chance to prove what I can do, though. In a top-tier seat. I deserve it. I've heard there might be interest. I just I can't stay here. Okay. Well, what would you do?
So, what advice did you give him?
Well, I told him to try to stay calm, see out the season, and then go to the final team meeting. See if that changed his mind.
And where were you at this point?
Oh, I was busy getting Callie ready for the final race of the F2 season.
The final race of the season now well underway here in Abu Dhabi. A few different drivers in contention for the F2 Championship. But here's the favourite, Callie Mayer.
She's been so consistent this season, so fast. My money's on Mayer for the championship, no question.
If she can finish high enough, the title belongs to her.
Looking good, Callie. Come on, a podium should clinch this for us.
Then podium it is.
Okay, you're in ninth position. Okay, Bosheng ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 1.1 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Iwasa's behind you. Okay, push, gap to the car behind. 1.7 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. The distance to the leader is 15.3 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. All right, 6 laps to go now. Sat in P8, well done. Hughes is ahead of you. And gap to the car in front is 2.7 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. That's Bosheng behind you now. Okay, car behind trailing us, 1.1 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, so gap to the leader is 10.5 seconds. Look after these tyres now, you want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, just 5 laps until the end. Seventh place, Hughes ahead. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old softs. Bosheng behind. Okay, gap to the car behind. 3.5 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Our gap to first place is 7.7 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 4 laps remaining. Pauli ahead. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old softs. Vesti behind. We're leaving the car behind by 1.1 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, gap to leader, 4.3 seconds. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Come on, just 3 laps to go. 3 laps. Okay, you sat in P2. Drogovic is ahead of you. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 2.2 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Sargent behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old softs. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Final lap, final lap. Push, push. Yes, Callie! That was amazing! Congratulations!
Callie Mayer, get used to the name. She has her whole career ahead of her, and this is just the beginning. She's done it, as many predicted she would. A star is born. Callie Mayer becomes the first woman ever to win the F2 championship.
Historic. Well, I mean, someone had to be the first. But I just hope that this shows that talent can get you as far as money.
And what about your dad? Has he called to congratulate you yet, Callie?
Nope. Next question.
Callie, what's it like being a woman in motorsports? We're sure everyone wants to know.
I don't know, John. What's it like being a man in journalism? Next question.
Hot-headed? Yes, for sure. But you know, that's kind of what you need in a driver. Let's not forget that Callie taking the championship was a big deal. You know, for the sport, but really for everyone.
And for you? How did you feel?
It was one of the proudest moments of my career. It was the first time I mentored anyone. Yeah. I was a little sad to be moving on.
So, had you already told Callie about your new job?
Yes, of course. And I told her, you know, how I wished that I could take her with me. But she understood.
And Aidan, had you told him?
No, he was too busy.
Busy?
Preparing to tell the team that he was leaving Connorsport.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming. I know Aiden had something he wanted to say, but first I have a matter I would like to address formally. It is no secret that I have been spread a little thin this season. I mean, I own the team, I run the team, it's a lot, okay? Which is why I will be stepping away from the principal role next season. I'll still be pushing Connorsport Racing to be the brand we know it can be, whilst the new principal will be laser-focused on performance and results. And we have already found the man to step into that role. Casper.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Now, this is a big step up for me. I'm really looking forward to see what next season brings. It's truly an honor to be on board.
I am sorry for the dramatic nature of the announcement, okay? Humor the man who pays you. We all look forward to working with Casper, yes? Good. Then let us continue. Aiden, you had something you wanted to say? The floor is yours.
No, it's nothing. I just wanted to say, thank you, everybody, for all your hard work this year. And I'm really looking forward to next season, especially with Casper at the helm.